Okay, we are going to look at the biblical meaning of a watch. When they say a watch, what does it mean in the Bible and how they use it? Uh, for instance, let us read this place and we understand what I'm trying to say. Exodus 14, 24. We are reading Exodus 14, the verse number 24. Okay, it reads this way. And it came to pass that in the morning watch, the Lord looked to the host of Egyptians through of the pillar of fire and of the clouds and troubled the host of the Egyptians. Okay, it says what? The morning watch. So we are going to look at like the watch. If they say a watch, what does it mean in the Bible? So I believe if you haven't listened to the 8 prayer watches, that one it will help you to understand much more. You can listen to it. Okay, so it is this way. When we say a watch, the other time I made it to understand that watch and an hour are not the same as if it is used in the Bible. An hour simply means 60 minutes. 60 minutes. That is 60 minutes period. That is an hour. But when you talk of a watch comprises of 3 hours. So every watch contains 3 hours. The other time we spoke about the 8 hours. Sorry, the 8 watches, whereby we said we have 8 watches, 4 in the morning and 4 in the night. So we have to listen to it. So now, when we talk about watches, what a watch simply means 3 hour period or 3 hour long. That is what a watch is. So when you say morning watch, if you listen to the other 8 prayer watches, I said what we have morning, daytime watches, and we have night watches. 4 in the daytime and 4 in the night time. And then the morning watch. This one is the last watch of the night. That is why they call it morning. So we are talking about watches. So if the Bible say a watch, what does it mean? So simply what I mean is that if the Bible talk of a watch, it means that it is talking about it is not talking about 60 minutes hour. No, it is talking about 3 hours period. So the morning watch here that they are talking about is between 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. That is the morning. And that is the last watch of the night. So the last watch of the night is the same as the morning watch. That is 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. So that is what we mean by a watch. So if you see the word watch in the Bible, it is not just talking about maybe the physical, the one that you just put in the hand like this to be looking at the time, or maybe you think that it is same as an hour. No, it is not the same as an hour, or it's not the one that you always wear and then you'll be looking at time. So that is how it is. So God looked down. So at the morning watch, God looked down, and then He saw. So that is that 3 period of time. Sorry, that period, 3 hours period of time from 3 a.m. in the morning to 6 a.m. Okay, so if you still remember, we said what there are 4 prayer watches in the night, and then that 9 prayer watches is when does it always start? It will start from 6 p.m. 6 p.m. The four what 9 prayer watches. The first watch will start from 6 p.m. and it will end at 9 p.m. The second one will continue from 9 p.m. and end at 12 midnight. The third one will start from 12 midnight to 3 a.m. in the morning. And then the fourth one, that is the last one, that is the same as the morning watch from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. So if you look at it, almost here and there, the Bible spoke about watches. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1. Habakkuk was also there uh, talking about watches. He will stand. So what we are saying is that when we talk about watch, don't always consider it as maybe 1 hour or maybe a 60 minutes period. It is 3 hours long. So let us read Habakkuk chapter 2, verses 1. It says this way: I will stand upon my watch and set upon the tower. To I will watch to see what he will say unto me, and I will answer, and I shall answer when I am approved. So that is what Habakkuk was saying. He will stand upon his watch. That is why we call them what 8 prayer watches. That is why we said as a believer, if you have to pray, you can choose just a watch, so that every day you're making it regular. Every day you can just say, okay, this is my watch that I always stand. So I want to always stand upon this watch. I want to take the first watch of the day, the second watch of the day, the third watch of the day, the fourth watch of the day. Or you can say, I want to take the fifth watch, which is the same as the first watch of the night. Or I want to take the sixth watch, which is the same as the second watch of the night. I want to take the seventh watch, which is the same as the third watch of the night. I want to take the eighth watch, which is the same as what? The fourth watch of the night. So as a believer, what do? You have to take a watch and then stand. Every day you are standing on it in prayer. That is what Habakkuk was doing. I would stand upon my watch. I will stand upon my watch. That's why the other time Jesus told his disciples, for what? Can't you just watch for me just an hour? So watch is a period of time. That is 3 hours period of time. Good. So if you also read here, let us continue. Matthew chapter 14, verses 25. You also see it there. Let us read. And in the fourth watch of the night, have you seen? Which time is that? And in the fourth watch of the night, Jesus went to them, walking on the sea. Fourth watch of the night. Which watch is that? That is the same morning watch, the last watch of the night. That is between 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. So that's Bible language. You have to learn it. So that if you learn the other time, you understand. If you learn it, you can be standing in the midst of unbelievers and you be speaking. You speak Finnish and you say, hey, these people are speaking parables. Because if I stand in the middle of somebody, people, if I stand in the middle of people and say, okay, we want to take, let's say, the second watch of the day and do our church service. The unbeliever will not understand what you are trying to say. He doesn't know what is second watch. He may be thinking that you are talking of 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Because if you say our first, maybe you talk of first watch is 1, second watch 2, but it's the opposite. So you may be thinking of differently. Meanwhile, you are talking about 9 a.m. to 12 a.m. So if you say, okay, I want to take the first watch of the day and go to my let's say and work on my farm. I want to go to the farm, so I want to take the first watch of the day. The person may not know what is the first watch of the day. You are talking about the period between 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Or you said, okay, we are going to hold our meeting. Let's take the third watch and hold our meeting. The third watch. Let's hold our meeting on the third watch of the day. The person is standing. You are speaking parables. Let's take the fourth watch and do our our meeting. The person is standing there. You are speaking in parables. Good. So that is the Bible language. So you have to learn it. So Jesus walked on what? He walked on the sea. That is the last watch. That is between 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. When he left, he decided. We know that this one is talking about the time that he and the disciples they were there, and then the disciples took the boat and left in the sea. They were sailing, they were going, and then they left him. And all of a sudden, they saw him walking on the water. So he took between that hour that he walked to them, the last watch of the morning. That's what the Bible says there. The fourth watch. So the same as the fourth watch is the same as the last watch of the night, the last watch of the night, or the morning watch. So these three things are the same thing. If you say what the fourth watch of the night, the last watch of the night, and then the morning watch, they're the same thing. You can also you can even say the last watch, because the first watch will start from the morning. So if you even say the last watch without bringing the of the night, it still means the same thing. Because if you start from the first watch start from the morning 6. So if you are taking it around, that one will still be the last. So whether you say the last watch of the night or you just say the last watch, you are still talking of that one. But in case you are dealing with only the daytime, you can now say the last watch of the day, so that they will know that you are talking of the fourth one. Good. You can also read here Luke. Okay, let's go to Mark 6:48. Mark 6. So we are looking at watches, so that you know how when they are used in the Bible, you know what they are talking about. Mark 6:48. Okay, that one also says this way. Uh, and and he saw them toiling in rowing, for the wind was contrary unto them. And about the fourth watch of the night he came unto them walking upon the sea. It is the same thing. The fourth watch of the night he came to them walking on the sea. That is talking about the same thing. Luke 12:38. Luke chapter 12 verses 38. Okay, that one also says this way. And if he shall come in the second watch, or come in the third watch, and find them so, blessed are those servants. Blessed are those servants. If he come in the second watch, or he come in the third watch, blessed are, and find them doing so. Just like somebody, if you read back, there's like a story saying that a master is going and give work to his servant. So if he comes back the second watch or the third watch and find them doing what he asked them to do, so they are blessed. That's what I'm trying to say. So if I say first watch, somebody will be standing. So this one is talking about what? It says second watch. That means from 9 to 12. And then the third watch is what? From 12 to 3. That is morning. That is morning. So if I just say first watch without even adding morning, just know that the day we are talking about morning first. The first watch always start from the morning. Aha. So that is what we mean by a watch. So just a 3 period of hours, a 3 hour period long. It is a 3 hour period long. Thank you for your time. If you haven't listened to the 8 prayer watches, you go and listen to it. More is being said there, and you will see more explanation to that one, so that you can use it at any place in order to maybe, so that, or not just using it but to understand. If you see it in the Bible, you'll be able to interpret it to others, because if you don't understand it, you misinterpret it to people, and they will also take it wrongly. And if you misinterpret it, that is where you misapply, and if you misapply it, you will not get the result. Thank you. So you see that all these things is talking about, there's those tapes, you can go and listen to them. Every watch, what Jesus did different things on every watch, so you can listen to those ones. They are there, so that you know that, so this watch, what can I be doing, what was done, or what was Jesus doing, or what did Jesus did during this watch. Thank you for your time. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, like, share it. If you have comment, put it at the comment section. Question, put it there. Thank you for your time.